Yo, what's up? This is Zach. Look at my Lambo. Look at all these girls around me. I wholesale real estate and I'll make you a millionaire too. All you gotta do is buy my system for $15,000 and you'll get all these cars and girls for no work at all. All you gotta do is pay me and basically the money keeps flowing in. Sorry for that, guys. That is my impression of all these crazy, cheesy real estate wholesaling gurus out there that don't do any deals and that just want you to pay them tens of thousands of dollars to learn to wholesale just like them, and so they can buy that sick whip and that Lambo. The true benefits of real estate wholesaling and investing and flipping is really the time freedom and the financial freedom that it gives you. It's the happiness that it gives you. A Lamborghini is not going to give you true happiness. It's really the freedom of time that will give it to you. So why are there so many coaches in real estate wholesaling? Let's get to the bottom of it. Guys, before we go any further, please like this video and subscribe to get more free content from me. Unfortunately, if you ever went on your computer and searched wholesaling real estate, a cookie has been tracking you all along with the tag of a person that is potentially interested in wholesaling real estate. I feel very bad for you. That means every single guru and their mother can get a Google AdWords account and target you instantly and forever. Flip with Rick video, ever scroll on Facebook, Instagram, ever follow us there, you'll see a million gurus that you can be rich if you follow their system and make it big. A lot of these real estate gurus are shams. They're complete scams and you should really try to avoid them. Zach, don't you sell a course? Okay, guys, it's true. Yes, I do sell a real estate wholesaling mentorship with my other program at Flip with Rick, but I'm here to clear the air with you guys. I think it is important to have mentorship in real estate wholesaling. Now, if the mentorship is paid or free, there is a clear difference between the two, but when I say mentorship, mentorship can be completely free. So that's why here at Flip with Rick, all of our videos on YouTube, we got lots of free content on the flipwithrick.com. We don't charge a dime for it. You get my wholesaling contract for free. You get my cold calling scripts. I give you driving for dollars tips. I give you all this free content and knowledge for absolutely free. I want to be your mentor in real estate wholesaling. I don't want to charge you any money for it. Guys, there are so many coaches out there trying to give you a paywall to getting into this industry, and you really don't need any. That's why I created this channel. That's why Rick helps me out so much on these videos. We do this for free for you. Again, there's a clear difference if you pay for mentorship. Yes, you will probably do better, but that is for different reasons. So let's break everything down right now on real estate coaches and gurus. Let's get to the bottom of it. So like I said before, if you want to get into real estate wholesaling, you do need mentorship. 9 times out of 10, that mentorship should be free. That's why I provide free mentorship. A lot of really good coaches out there provide free mentorship. Now, paying for mentorship will actually cut a lot of the time spent learning the industry, but the free stuff will get you your first couple deals. That's why here at Flip with Rick, a lot of our students in our university, they've gotten a couple deals before with our free content. And after they've gotten 1 or 2 deals, they really want to scale up and really learn and get an individual approach. That's why they actually join us with the university and they actually pay us for mentorship, just because I can't hop on a call with 15,000 of you guys and actually deep dive into your industry. I mean, my time is very limited. That's why I can go in here in a video and have thousands of you watch it for free and really try to help you guys as much as possible. Again, honestly, here's the truth. A lot of these wholesalers are not going to like me saying this, but I'm going to say it. You shouldn't really be paying for mentorship if you haven't really done a deal yet. Maybe if you want to do a deal and your time is very limited and you really want to just cut all the games and just learn right in and go into it. But if you're like a 17-year-old kid, you shouldn't be paying 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 grand for a course. You guys should be going on the YouTube University and just learning. Go seek a mentor for free and get a couple of deals, and then you might need to pay for coaching to really help you scale up. So that being said, all real estate wholesaling coaches are not the same. You really should be judging these real estate coaches by three simple factors. When it comes to real estate wholesaling gurus and coaches, you need to understand it's just like coaching football. Some of the best football players are terrible coaches when it comes to coaching in the NFL, and some of the okay to average NFL players are really good coaches. Think of NFL coach Sean Payton or NFL coach Ron Rivera. They weren't all-stars or they weren't the greatest NFL players of all time, but they got into coaching and they really did very well during that. They're really good at articulating the information that got them there, and they're very good at that. Some other people that are really good players in the NFL aren't really that good at the coaching. You could see that also. It's very important you find a coach that in real estate, just like the NFL, that is really good. They're at the top of their game, but they're also very good at articulating information and they give good value. Yes, I know. Value is probably the most used term in real estate wholesaling and with gurus, but what I really mean by value, it's the true intrinsic worth of the product or service that someone is giving relative to what you paid for it. So if someone like me gives you a cold calling script that I made over $100,000 in high school with, using this word for word, the same exact script, and I'm giving it to you for free, the value is almost infinite for it, because you can use that script, you can edit it, and you can really use someone that has had a proven track record at a script, and you can do very well with it. The value is insane on that too. Now, if you pay $10,000 for a mentorship program and I give you the same exact script and I didn't make $100,000, maybe I did one deal off of that, the value is really not there. You gotta look at value sort of like that. There's a million real estate wholesaling channels out there, but are those guys giving free value actually doing a lot of deals? How can you tell? You can tell by how many deals they do by providing HUD statements. Now, HUD statements are the actual statements that show a real estate transaction. It'll show you how much a guru is making on a deal. That's why at Flip with Rick in the results tab that we posted the previous 2 quarter results, I think Q4 results of our entire quarter. I want to be as transparent as possible. Even though I'm giving this value for free, I want you to know how the actual hot dog is made. I want to show you that Zach actually does deals. I know what I'm doing and I'm giving to you for free. You should take my advice and really look at it as it's the truth. It's the true value. When I say that this cold calling script really works, and if I tell you that driving for dollars might not be in the best at your market, it's because I've networked with everyone. I know exactly what works in certain markets and what doesn't. So like I've said before, the 3 most important factors when you're judging a guru or a real estate wholesaling coach, if you're going to pay for the mentorship or if you just want to subscribe to them on YouTube, is you should look at these 3 things. The number 1 most important factor I would say when looking for a real estate coach is not how many deals they've done the last week. You should really focus on, in my opinion, this is different for everyone, but truly when I evaluate a coach, when I want them on the podcast, I want to see this. What are the results of your students? If you look at Bill Belichick and see how good he was in college football and he didn't win the Heisman, you'd say he sucks. He's going to be a terrible coach. But if you look at his results, Bill Belichick, look at all the championships he's had. He's coached Tom Brady. He's had all these Super Bowls. Again, I'm a Dolphins fan. But you can see the results speak for itself. So you should definitely network with all the students of a guru if you're going to buy their mentorship and see, hey, how did this Bill Belichick guy, is he a good coach? I know you played for him. You bought mentorship from him. How was he? How did you do? The second most important factor too when you want to evaluate a real estate wholesaling guru is their experience in the business. Not how many deals they've done, but the actual full-time experience they've had in wholesaling and real estate investing. What I mean by this is you don't want to get a guru that just started 2 years ago and they started 2 years ago and they've only dealt with a market that's gone straight up and that's the only time they've made money, because if the market shifts like crazy, you're going to get screwed. But Zach, you started 3 years ago. You're a terrible coach. Okay. I started 3 years ago. Yes, that is true. I started real estate wholesaling in 2017, and I really haven't dealt with real estate cycles that have gone up and down and up and down, but I'm 20 years old. That's why at Flip with Rick, which is the real estate mentorship coaching company, I have Rick Ginn. Rick Ginn's been a real estate investor for 17 years. He's dealt with the real estate market going down and up. He's really the guy that brings the experience to the table. I'm more of the guy that will hustle, teach you how to do the strategies that are very newer, and I'll teach you how to do strategies that I recently in, because I am in the trenches every single day. I'm the one doing all the operations. I'm the one actually going on these appointments, doing deals every single day. I have the experience, but Rick has the experience over a long span of time. And lastly, something that a lot of guys don't look at, and no one ever talks about this in real estate wholesaling. Again, all these gurus are gonna kill me for this, but you really need to look at your real estate coach or guru's values and the goals for yourself. If their goals for you and your goals for yourself aren't aligned together, they're not parallel, it's not a good fit. I'm just being honest. If your real estate guru wants you to hire 30 people and take out a $5 million loan for a huge office building and do cold calling and spending tens of thousands of dollars on Skiptracing and scale, then sure, you can take out all that debt and do something that you don't align with. But if you're a guy with a family, let's say you have a wife and a couple kids, and you want to make like 200 grand a year, and you're making 50 grand now, and you really just want to just take a step forward into entrepreneurship and provide more financial freedom for you and your family, then get a guy that's making like $500 to $1 million a year in wholesaling, and he can help you get to those steps to make from 100 grand to 200 grand to 300 grand. Not a lot of gurus tell you about this. There's so many people just trying to show you how to do this, do that, do that. There's some guys that only want to help you get your first 3 deals and only make 100 grand, and they really help a lot of people. There's other guys that help people scale like crazy. I mean, here at Flip with Rick, we do it all. I mean, I help people getting from 0 deals all the way to their first couple deals. I got students that just made $70,000 their first year, and then they're making 200 grand their second year. Got people doing the probate system, making over 6 figures a year. Like, you gotta look at what you want to align. Like, personally, if you're watching this channel, I'm not gonna show you how to make $10 million a year in wholesaling. I think it's just too much work, and it's not really the reason why I went into this business. It's the financial freedom of not having a 9-to-5. It's not having that boss. It's making lots of money with relatively little amounts of work. Now, wholesaling is a lot of work. If someone tells you it's not, it's definitely a big sham and a lie. But real estate wholesaling is a tool to give you financial freedom. So why do real estate wholesalers sell courses? The easy answer to that is to make money. Of course, real estate wholesalers and coaches like me, we do it because we can make money. But the motivations on why they want to become coaches is the most important thing you need to look out for. So there's really only 2 reasons why real estate wholesalers start creating courses and products and coaching, and these are them. Number 1, which is most of them, is real estate wholesalers become coaches because they can't make enough money to sustain themselves in the actual business of wholesaling. They don't make enough money wholesaling, and they know if they do coaching, they will probably make more money doing that than they actually do in the business. I'm not going to be negative. I'm not going to say any names here, but there's a lot of guys that are newer, that are running Facebook ads that you haven't heard about, that don't have a following, that haven't provided enough free value and content to really help people out, that just run Facebook ads. They'll drop $1,000 into Facebook ads, and then they'll try to sell you off all of that, and they'll try to skirt around the actual providing the value part into you just going straight into their system and buying their product. I'm gonna say this once, and I'm gonna say this a million times, guys. Don't buy courses from people that don't provide enough free value. You need to understand the value that they're giving you for free has to be so great that the paid value is just something that you just have to do. So a quick check to see if your guru has this motivation or they don't do enough business. What you can do is just simply check their HUDs. Now, if you go to like Steve Trang and say, hey, Steve, show me all of your HUDs for the last 2 weeks and I'm gonna see if I wanna buy your workshop or not. Steve is not going to go give you all of his HUDs. He's not going to take 2 hours and just get all of it for you. Most of these guys, they're not going to provide it for you, but they actually do business. So I know who Steve Trang is. I've had him on my podcast. I've talked to him. I've seen the deals. I've talked to his business partners. That dude makes money. He's just not going to go spend 2 hours going around and giving HUDs specifically for you. The simple way to do that is just ask for the guru's company. Go ask him what company he has and see how many flips that person actually does that they flip. Now, if they wholesale, it's very hard to find that unless they provide you HUDs. So try to find people that actually do deals or actually post deals that they do or show HUDs or show them and their team doing deals. That's the only thing I could recommend to finding people who actually in the business doing it. The second reason why people get into coaching and wholesaling, which is what the good ones do, is they do it because it's profitable and they have enough leverage with their time where it makes financial sense for them to leverage and delegate their wholesaling and operations business and create an entirely different business so they can double their income. Those are where most people go. That's where you see people like Sean Terry, people like Cody Sperber. They do a lot of deals, but they can delegate the deals to other people and make money like that. That's the same thing Rick does. I mean, Rick has delegated all the operations out to me and the rest of our team, where he's basically bored. What he does all day is he literally can go fishing and just hanging out all day, just watching soap operas. Except now he decided he wants to go help people coach and fish and skip the soap operas. So that's the reason why Rick got into coaching. That's the reason why I'm sort of into coaching here is I saw him doing it and I really wanted to provide value. When I was 17 years old, literally, there was nobody when I was 17 years old that would go on a live for 2.5 hours and answer every single question thrown at him to give as much value as possible. No one would give out their cold calling scripts because it was a secret. No one would give me their wholesaling contracts because they just wanted, you got to buy it from me. I said, screw that. Like Rick wanted to maybe sell some, like maybe a script or two or here, sell a book. I said, no, I'm just going to give it for free. Like, I just want to give. Like, as a 20-year-old person, I don't think there's probably a handful of 20-year-olds, people under the age of 21, that you should even follow on YouTube or Instagram when it comes to wholesaling. There's very few people. There's some on my podcast that you really should, but there's a very tiny select few that you should. And those people you can easily find. Those are the givers. Find people that give you value, that actually make you a better real estate investor. So real estate coaches do it for the money. It's very profitable. And a lot of them do it because they can't make enough money in their actual business to actually support themselves in operations and the coaching side. The really good ones that are really good at what they do, they can leverage both of them because they're just smart business people. Now, I can give you a list of some of the people that you probably should avoid, but I'm just not going to do it. They're not worth a name drop at all in these, but I can give you a list of people that I think are really down to earth, great people. They do really well in their operations and their business side. I've networked with enough people that tell me, dude, this guy's legit. I've seen him. I've talked to business partners. I see them. They go on the podcast. They help so many people out. They just provide so much value that I think they're really great gurus and coaches that really should be seen and should just be given some attention. So a quick example of a really good one is Jamel Gibbs. Jamel Gibbs is a virtual real estate investor, and he also does some personal ones. He's a guy that's got a great following. He helps a lot of people. He gives great value. You should check his channel out. He actually built a team. When he was on my podcast off air, he showed me his business. He showed me HUDs. Like, he showed me his legitimate business. He's become really good friends with Rick, and he's just shown me like the behind the scenes of his business. And trust me, that's a guy you should definitely go follow and check out. He's a really good giver and he runs a legitimate business. Some other good guys that you should check out is the All-In people. I had Carlos and Sal on my podcast. They're really humble, down-to-earth people. They got the Rolls Royce and everything like that, but they've really came from nothing to something, and they run a legitimate business. Trust me, I was talking to Carlos on the podcast, and he literally gave me his marketing budget for last year, and it dropped my jaw. No, this is not the marketing budget for his coaching business. This is the marketing budget for his wholesaling one. So here's the clip.
My CFO and everybody keeps this is called the CEO overview, right? And it's company financials. And I'll give you an example here. Let's go to our real estate company.
Most real estate investors they're scared of this. They're starting to sweat.
Yeah,
they got to show their true info.
Yeah, I know. We don't have nothing to hide, brother. So watch this. You're gonna love this. All right, so can you take a guess of what we spent in real estate marketing cost, real estate marketing expenses for the year of 2019? Can you take a guess?
All in or investment?
No, just
all in on your...
no. This is Phase One Investments, aka OfferKey.com, aka NationalCashOffer.com, right? Can you take a wild guess of how much money we spent on just Real estate marketing expenses. That's not counting overhead. That's not counting salaries and commissions. This is just real estate marketing expenses. Take a wild guess. 40 to 50 what?
Thousand.
In a year?
Yeah. You said monthly, right?
No. In the year 2019,
200.
how much do you think we spent? 250? See, my producers are in here. My producers are in here like just kind of laughing, right? No, brother. We spent $1,077,868.90 in just marketing.
Oh my God.
In just marketing. And then you wonder why we're some of the top guys in the industry, right? Because we're willing to take risk. We're willing to put our money where our mouth is. You see, we trust our team with our marketing. You see what I'm saying? That's what separates us. That's what separates us from a lot of these guys. These guys are afraid to spend $5,000 in a month. We're over here spending like 89, 90 grand a month in real estate marketing.
Wow. You guys got to think about this. This is the number one advice I heard this week. This week. Risk.
That literally blew my mind. So after talking to him like that, showing his deals and seeing that. Also, Alex Sines is another great guy, part of the wholesaling. They're different businesses. Carlos and Sal and Alex are actually in different wholesaling business, but they do the coaching together. Alex is another great guy. He does really good deals too. Another young guy that's really good in the industry. Just that marketing budget just blew my mind. Now, I can do a 5-hour video talking about every single real estate coach and guru that I think are really good people and you should definitely follow, give attention. They give great content and value out, but I know I'm going to miss a couple and I'm going to feel terrible for doing that, so I can't. But I can give you a quick list of people if you want to see. That's going to be an ongoing list of people that I know that are really good people. Those are anyone that's really been on my podcast. Like everyone that's been on my podcast before, they've been vetted. They're legitimate people. They give great value out. And yes, you might be thinking about some other coaches out there that I didn't name. Am I naming them because I'm saying they're not good coaches? No, I'm not naming them because they're actually scheduled to be on my podcast and I don't want to spoil it for you. So there's so many other great coaches out there. I didn't say their names though because they're scheduled to be on my podcast and I don't want to reveal a secret surprise for you guys and some of the really good coaches that I got on. So those are the people that have been on the podcast before. They've been vetted. They're very good. The new ones that come in that's scheduled, I'm vetting them. They're already vetted. They're really good. I'm not going to name them because I don't want to surprise you. I want to give you guys a nice surprise, but guys, there's so many great guys out there. I'm telling you, the wholesaling coaches that are great and provide amazing value definitely outweigh the ones that are just sucking the industry down and making us coaches look bad. But guys, just please vet your gurus. Make sure that you actually have a legitimate wholesaler or real estate investor on your hands. And don't get offended and don't always go for wholesaling gurus. There's plenty of people that actually graduated from wholesaling and they do a lot of fix and flips and they also do wholesaling on the side. There's a million of them that do that. Some people that get really good at wholesaling, they like fix and flipping too. Guys, people that are legitimate in this industry, if you talk to a big enough network, you'll figure out pretty quickly if they're legit or not. If it's a random name that you've never heard, they've never given you value, you can't tell if they've done deals or not, and they're just popping up randomly on a Facebook ad, I probably would advise to look around and do your due diligence and research. So guys, that is it. I really hope you enjoyed this video on real estate gurus and coaches. If you really like this video or provided any content or value for you, please like and subscribe. Again, please comment below what you think about this video and if you have any video topics for next week. Have a good one.